Hi, this is Gary Mormon, and I want to show you a quick summary of JourneyGuide retirement planning software. And at the end, you will have the opportunity to sign up for a free trial, watch a more detailed demonstration, and or reach out to us with questions. So when you log into JourneyGuide for the first time, you go to the client list. Yours would be blank and you would click on Add New Client. I'm just going to pull up this sample case that I've already built. And when you add a client for the first time, you start with the About You page, which is pretty straightforward: name, gender, date of birth, employment status, retirement age, and the biggie. What is the after-tax today's dollars number that these clients, John and Jane Brown, would like to spend in retirement? And for them, it's $90,000 per year. You click Next, everything saves, and you move on to our second input page, which is investments and savings. Also straightforward. We're asking for qualified accounts, Roth accounts, and non-qualified accounts, balances. You need to choose a representative asset mix and an annual contribution amount if there is one. Now, this is the simple entry format. If you click detailed, I'll just show you real quick. You would be able to edit this and add your own descriptive name for the account. And also under the detailed method, you get an add account button. So you can create as many accounts as you need to. After entering all of those accounts, you choose a representative retirement asset mix, which in the case of John and Jane, they're retiring in 2030. That's when that asset mix will kick in for our model. And you can also add an advisory and or product fee to be modeled as part of the plan. Click Next, everything saves, and this is our third and final input page, which is income and expenses. We can estimate Social Security, whether they've got their statement, that's one method, or in Jane's case, she didn't have her statement, but we can estimate it based on her last full-time wage. And after Social Security, we have this other income and expenses section, which is for annual or recurring sort of income or expense items that are unique to your clients. In this particular case, I added a consulting income. John is planning to work for his first 5 years of retirement part-time, earning about $40,000 per year, and we want to model that. Other things we see here: rental income, pensions, expected inheritance. On the expense side, I would just note this is not for day-to-day expenses. This is not a day-to-day budgeting tool. Any expense covered by that $90,000 per year spending goal that John and Jane have, you would not include here. This would only be for expenses that are over and above that budget. So as you can see, the user interface, very simple, very easy to input a case. And now that we've completed that, click Next, everything saves, and you get a first look at our output on the Where Do I Stand page. We start by telling you what are your odds of meeting your spending goal, which is common among most retirement softwares that are out there that are running a Monte Carlo simulation. And then we do what no other software does. With the given success rate, in this particular case, it's 95%, we will tell you what you can spend with that success rate. In the case of John and Jane, $75,624 per year. Not their goal, but maybe within striking distance. And let me just highlight here, I won't go into too much detail, but a second thing that comes up about JourneyGuide over and over, besides the simplicity, the easy to understand graphics, the statistics and calculations behind our output are truly best in class. We will put them up against any other retirement software that's out there. And then JourneyGuide will provide typically 3 automated recommendations to improve this plan for John and Jane. One is centered around adding an annuity. Another is centered around optimizing Social Security. And the third is the combination of the two. So once you're here, you could click on any one of these scenarios. You could click next or just click explore options because that's where you're headed on the explore options page. And this truly is the money page. This is where you are able to show your client how you can help them. So you see there's that 75,624 spending number. What's going to happen to the green bar? Any change or recommendation I make, it's going to show up there. So if you notice, I click in the scenario box, there's those three automated recommendations. So just for simplicity, I'll click on the one that optimizes Social Security, which in the case of John and Jane, it's both of them waiting till they're 70, and you can see the results right off the bat. That's adding over $10,000 per year to what they can spend in retirement, which is compelling. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to go ahead and move to a scenario that I've already created that I call the JourneyGuide plan. And it's got three changes. One, you've already seen, optimizing Social Security. Two, we've put $210,000, which is 30% of their total investments and savings, into an annuity. We're not saying that's the ideal amount. This is just a sample case to give you an idea. And if I go inside the annuity wizard, this is another incredible thing about JourneyGuide. We get live pricing from more than 40 carriers directly fed into our software via Canex. And you'll notice average quote is highlighted. Our automated recommendation is going to take the top 5 carriers based on minimum guaranteed annual payout, and we're going to model an average of those top 5. We don't really want to be in the business of recommending a specific carrier. However, if you become a user, you can click on find a product and you can actually choose the carrier that has the highest payout. And there's much more you can do here as well, but I won't go into any more detail now. But I will mention this really is the third thing that comes up over and over with JourneyGuide. If you believe annuities are a meaningful part of a retirement plan, there is no better software out there to demonstrate that for your client. And then the third thing I did with this case is because we de-risked 30% of their money with an annuity, I changed the retirement asset mix on the remaining assets to be a little more aggressive, 60-40, which is a strategy we see working very well. And you'll notice these horizontal bars here, you could click on any of them, like annual savings. You can change any variable that's part of the base plan, and you would be able to see the impact. I'll just comment real quick on this income frontier chart. This is the most powerful chart that we have, and it's showing you what a client could spend across all market outcomes. So bad markets on the far left, all the way to market nirvana on the far right, based on our 5,000 scenario Monte Carlo simulation. Bottom line, when the green line, which is representing spending under your recommended plan, is above the blue, which is representing retirement spending under your base plan. When the green's above the blue across all market environments, you've got a slam dunk recommendation. And what you really have here, statistical support for whether or not what you're recommending is in your client's best interest. And I think you can see why we think this chart is so powerful. We then provide a breakdown of where the income's coming from each year. We also provide a detailed cash flow, which is a more granular breakdown of each year of retirement. And then finally, once you've created a plan that you like, and this one looks pretty darn good, because with our 3 changes, we've gotten them to their goal, you can save that scenario, which I've already done. But if I click Save and Generate, I will get the preview of a PDF. that I can print out or email to a client. Now, this obviously, if you become a JourneyGuide subscriber, will be your information. In fact, you can replace our logo with your own logo. And this PDF is basically all the graphs and charts that you've already seen. So thank you very much for your time. I hope to hear from you. You will see some links that will either allow you to watch a more detailed demonstration, sign up for a free trial, and or just get in touch with us. Thank you and have a great day.